Mathematics, and it's going to be about root of quadratic equations. And I'm thrilled to invite back to the show A-level physicist and master mathematician, Clemens.
Hi Sam, it's a privilege to be back.
Good to have you on the show again. And so we're going to start doing some root of quadratic equations. So Tom's going to show us how to do a couple of those.
I will.
And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Sounds good. Over here for you, come have a look. Right, so we've got the question, find the quadratic with roots 2 and 3, right? So a quadratic equation is in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. A, b and c is what we're going to be looking at, right? And the way we find our quadratic equation is using the theory that alpha plus beta equals minus b over a, b here, a there, minus b over a, and alpha beta equals c over a, c here, a there. Alright, so what is alpha and beta? Alpha in this case is this number, 2, and beta in this case is this number, 3. Okay, so what we're going to do is alpha plus beta, 2 plus 3, which is minus b over a. So alpha plus beta, already got this, 2 plus 3 equals minus b over a, so 2 plus 3 equals 5. 5 minus 5 over their whole numbers here, so we know it's just going to be 1, so therefore it equals minus 5. That is our alpha plus beta, and that is our b, so that will be our bx, so we know it's going to be minus 5x. And then now we have alpha beta equals c over a. As we've put, a is just 1, so it's just going to be alpha beta equals c. Here we have 2 and 3, so 2 times 3, alpha times beta, it gives us 6. So c equals 6. So therefore we have our b, which is minus 5, and our c, which is 6. So it's 1x squared, so just x squared, minus 5x, plus 6 obviously equals 0, and there we have our quadratic equation, and we've solved the question, we've showed our working, full marks.
So we're just going to do another question. This time the question is, find the quadratic which has roots which add to make a third and multiply to make 1/2. And so using Tom's formula here, we have alpha plus beta equals minus b over a, and we have alpha times beta equals c over a. So we know that alpha plus beta each add to make 1/3, so alpha plus beta equals 1/3, and alpha beta equals 1/2. So because they don't have a common denominator, a can't be the same thing here, the 3 and 2, and so we have to find a common denominator. Way we can do that is by timesing 1/2 by 3 top and bottom. So we can have alpha beta equals 3 over 6, and we can times the sum by 2, so both sides, and so that would be alpha plus beta equals 2/6. So we know that alpha plus beta equals minus b over a, so we can put this as minus 2. And by using that, a is 6, so 6x squared, minus 2x, because that's alpha plus beta, plus 3, equals 0, and that's the quadratic. Another question here. A quadratic, 2x squared plus 5x minus 8 equals 0, has roots alpha and beta. Find the quadratic with roots a squared and alpha squared and beta squared. So first of all, we can write what alpha and beta are. Alpha plus beta in this case is minus 5 over 2, b and a, and alpha times beta would be minus 8 over 2. And so first of all, we want to try and find b, which is alpha squared plus beta squared, wouldn't it be? So that you add the two roots together. And we have to rearrange that in the form of anything that looks like that or that. So we can substitute these two numbers in. And so the way we can do that is by writing it as, you have to just remember what these are. When you have two squares, it's alpha plus beta squared minus 2 alpha beta. That is what that is equal to. And we can substitute these numbers in to these positions. And so that would equal minus b over a, of the new quadratic equation. And for alpha beta, squared and squared times together, that simply equals alpha beta all squared. Much easier. So we can start substituting the numbers in here. So for alpha plus beta squared, so that's minus 5 over 2 squared minus 2 times minus 8 over 2 equals minus b over a. So that's going to be minus 5 over 2 squared minus 2 times minus 8 over 2. 57 over 4. And it'll be minus, because it's minus b over a. So for alpha squared beta, so we want to find the c now, the third part of the equation, and that's just simply minus 8 over 2, substitute in, squared. Which is 16. We want them to have a common denominator here, that way we can write a as a sort of integer. So what we can write this as is equal to 64 over 4. That way they've both got the same denominator. So we can write this equation as 4x squared, because these are the a parts, minus 57x plus 64 equals 0. And that's the new quadratic equation.